After full deliberation by the executives of the National Association of Onion and the failure of government to respond to our cry, we have hereby reached the following decision. 1. We are calling on the state and federal government to restore law and order in the state. And we are calling on the good people of the southern part of Nigeria to live with the Hausa community in peace, as we are only there for our lawful businesses. We also call on state government to collaborate with federal government to set up a committee to investigate the incident that leads to the loss of life and properties of the Onion Association members. Furthermore, if the government fails to adhere to what we are saying, we are shutting the supply of onion to the entire South by Monday, the 7th of June, 2021. And there will be no truck that will be offloaded by 12 midnight on the 10th of June, 2021. Thank you and God bless you all.
Hello, Prof. Good morning. Good morning. No, it's good that we continue to remind our people, some of the events that, because we all started, we saw this event, the issues coming, and we started alerting our people on the need for us to be food reliant. And this was what happened sometime in the past when there was crisis, and we saw the reaction of the suppliers of onions who have threatened to cut down supplies and completely cut us off. And it should be a source of motivation for us to look inward rather than complain, Prof.
Yeah, necessity is a mother of invention. We can grow onion here, very simple and easy. We have developed onion seeds, but I can teach you how to develop your own onion seed here. When you take an onion, cut it the way you cut orange. Okay, the one that is the root down, around. Urinate and keep your urine for 4 days. After 4 days, dilute it with water so much that you will not perceive the odor of the urine. Put that water in small plastic container. Onion you cut and put it there. After 4 days and 5 days, it will produce 7 to 8 onion. Then you pull out those onion it produces and plant on the ground. So if you have 100 onions, you can be sure of 500 onions. In other words, within 1 week, you can have more than 1,000 onions in your farm. Now, in onion, you don't need to put it in the ground. You get empty bags that are not very big, something like 1 foot, empty bag, and plant 4 onions inside it. Put sand, and that onion you have not grown, just within 4 months, I have a trail of onion. So that one is it's idiotic for anyone to think that you can use the food you are producing to intimidate, to harass, and to monopolize other people's way of reasoning. There is nothing impossible to be produced in the South. I'm not against the North or against anybody. All I'm telling them that our weather here, condition of our climate enables us to produce everything. We have acclimatized them. I've told you now how you can produce onion. If there is any problem for production of any crop or any animal, let's say fish or whatever it is, cow, whatever, we will teach you how you can do that in a commercial quantity so that you don't need to fret or to become afraid or be worried or to do rush buying. You can produce onion without buying onion in the market for the rest of your life, in your homes, at your corridors. So you don't need onion. We don't actually need onion. And when we're not, there are gluts and the farmers will cry out because exportation of onion is not a big business for now. I'm telling you, even ginger and turmeric is a bigger business to export than onion. And after some researches are done all over the world, the best place to grow ginger in the whole world is the south, not even the north. So it's because the people in the south are not making efforts. They are not making efforts to agriculture as a priority to saving lives. Agriculture does not only save lives, it helps you to become self-reliant. It helps you to become able to become creative and inventive. And you know that creativity governs the world, the planet we're inside. If you're not well fed, if there is economy problem, it is from food. Any nation that has food sufficiency has economic growth. Look at Israel, the land of deserts. Look at what they're doing to the whole world. Most countries that are advanced in this world do not import food, rather they export. So
That is true. That is true, Prof.
food
That is true, Prof.
should be a priority for development of the
Food production should be priority.
priority.
Meanwhile, Prof, let us take this clip. Let's take this clip of what you've done over the weekend. Let's do this.
This is Foodism War Gladiator, and what we're doing now inside this bag is to plant yam. Today's date is 6th of August, 6th of August 2021. What we are doing now is filled with sand, which we have already some manure, and then we soak it in a earthworm liquid, and then we have yam. We have plantain, banana, turmeric, ginger, onion, pepper, so many other things in the farm. All we want to establish is that you can plant all the year round. Not only that, you can harvest yam 3 times a year. So this is yam. These are the bags. We are bagging them. In the next few weeks, you see this yam growing. As I said, today is August 6, 2021. Nobody farms yam in August, but we are going to remove this yam in December. In other words, we can farm yam 3 times a year, every 4 months. But when you plant yam in the ground, ordinary ground, you harvest after 6 months. But when you plant inside here, you harvest every 4 months. That is exactly what we're doing. And this is your Foodism War Gladiator talking. And this is the farm site, and so on and so forth. The farm is up to very far inside where we have planted. We can move around. Where we have planted palm trees, see our palm tree there. Look at the palm tree. Look at it. That's another palm tree there. That's another palm tree there. Then you continue up to the end. And the kind of palm tree we have, the type that produces every branch. Every branch of the palm tree is producing. These are our palm trees. These are the roads. These are the mountains. What we are going to farm here. I hope we understand what we are doing. If what we are doing is all right, we need more people on the farm. We need more people to invest in their own farm. That is our area where we plant Irish potato. Irish potato, as I said, our Irish potato is going to grow here. I'm going to have Irish potato here.
These bags.
These are the bags. We're going to plant them today and tomorrow. Today is 6th, tomorrow is 7th of August. So this is how it is being organized. And then we can puncture here, by the side here, puncture it, and plant pepper, plant all kinds of other crops by the side. While the top is corn, maize, and Irish potato. Or yam and Irish potato and maize can be planted on top. Why the middle down is what we have just shown you. This is one of them who came to work here. There are other workers there. That is the meaning of saying, let us all together farm our land. Our lands are very fertile. Don't need artificial fertilizer. Don't use artificial fertilizer anywhere because our lands are very fertile. That's exactly what I'm telling you. I'm here to farm. Tomorrow I'm going to Delta. Next week I'm going to Lagos. The upper week I'm going to Ebonyi State. We keep on setting up farms. I set up your farm. It's a mission. It's a mission. It's not a business. But those who have it, do it as businesses. Thank you very much. for witnessing this live. Sorry for the noise on the background. It's part of the farm projects. And I know that we can use human urine. We can use human urine.
Okay.
We can use human urine to be able to fertilize our farms. That's exactly what here we till, because this place is for ginger, turmeric, onion. That's why we just till the ground. We don't do any bridge here. That's exactly what we have. If you observe, we do not kill any plant. We don't burn in the farm. Burn with fire on the farm. You collect the gel and receive organic manure. That is exactly what we have. I thank you for listening to the Foodism War Gladiator. Just get connected, get yourself to invest, be part of the project. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you for that reportage. Can you please give us a little highlight on what that project is all about?
Now, what we have there is project demonstration farm, and we have 19 crops there growing. Those ones that I said are impossible, we are now growing them. We have turmeric, we have ginger, we have pepper, we have Irish potato, we have yam, we have corn, we have so many of them, and some of them we're experimenting. It's a demonstration farm. Everything is growing now right here in the east. We can. That is in Oba. Yesterday I went to Ideato, the place called Apollo at Ideato, and there are 2 places there. Next week I'm going to establish those who have land in Lagos and they're using the land to build houses. We're going to turn those lands to food production. Then you can take the money you get from the food production, from the crops, and invest them in the east. Because if you don't wait for caretaker or landlord or whatever, or tenants to pay, they cannot pay you what a plot of land can give you. Now, a plot of land there can plant up to 4,000 yams. I want you to understand that the normal thing is to plant yam between 6 and 7 months once a year. No, we are now going to be planting yam every 4 months. The yam I just planted 2 days ago, we are going to harvest all of them in December. And during the harvest, I will let you know how simple. I don't need to do any digging. I just take a cutter, cut the bag, and put the sand away, and then remove the yam, and then put the sand back again, and plant another yam again, the same sand. Now, when we do this, the crops are no longer competing for the manure of other plants around. This way, we can plant virtually everything we need and harvest them faster. Onion, garlic, turmeric, ginger, pepper of different types, their varieties, coconut, palm trees, banana. We have banana there, we have plantain there, we have orchard for apple. Everything we are doing and bringing in everything that is impossible to grow, we bring them, we work on them, we acclimatize them, and they start growing here. So in the before July next year, the eastern region can be exporting apple, fresh apple, to any part of the world. That is exactly what we are wanting, that there is nothing like impossible until you try that. And when you say impossible, I am is you, I am possible. Now, when you remove yourself inside because of your mental orientation or because of the way you feel, it is impossible. If you remove yourself from impossible, the remaining word will be possible. So all things are possible unto all those people who remove themselves from the language impossible. We just have to try everything. And we know that the business of farming is very lucrative, very, very lucrative. I'm telling you, you can make more than 1,000 to 2,000% profit, not 100% no. We're asking you that we have done a lot of research, Our plantain, our banana is no longer the ones you used to have before. They are all 100% organic, None is artificial. None is GMO. We don't touch the genetic blueprint of any crop or any plant. This is how we are doing, not only in plants, in animals, in cows, in goats, in snaring, in grass cutter, in everything. We are just 100% fighting a war, Foodism War Gladiators, to make sure that this place does not suffer kwashiorkor again. Some of you who are below 50 years, who are below 50 years or 40 years, will not understand the language called kwashiorkor. If you know what it means, you will have the zeal as we have today to make sure that we are not going to leave this planet Earth as vegetable. I didn't come to the earth to vegetate. I came on the sand of time. And if you have come to this earth to buy a good house, to have a good wife, to travel abroad, then you are most miserable person on earth. To have good money, to run around the planet. How many have done like you? And where are they now? What are the names of their forefather 200, 300 years ago? What I be remembered for? Come and join and turn this place. I'm telling you, keep us alive the 10 years. The South will be like Dubai. What was Dubai 20 years ago? What Abuja 20 years ago? Now this, by collective efforts, not one person, collective effort for different minds. If you go to Kano, Kaduna, and most places you have in Nigeria, 70% of what is there, they are done by the Southerners. But when you come to the South here, story, once upon a time, we continue to be. Is it not time for us to have a rethink, rewind their mental tape, and start reasoning? And most of us abroad doing one thing or the other. By next 2 weeks, I will give you a clip of what I'm doing in a particular land, where I'm bringing some of us that left this land 400, 500 years ago. I'm about to start resettling them. And when this resettling is done in different parts of the southern parts, you will see the meaning of boost and boost of economy. Our economy become better than Dubai, become better than the places you are going to live as a slave, racism, and you are living in a mortgage life. Everything is mortgaged. Your house, your food is mortgaged. Even your air is mortgaged, and you are living in a mortgage system where you are not yourself. Your life is under control. You are a prisoner of conscience, a prisoner of mind. But here, in your own home, it is your home. You cannot abandon your home and live in another man's culture, another man's country. And who developed those countries? Where are the developers? You are the developers. So I'm asking you, why do you abandon your home? What is wrong with our mental? What is wrong with our reasoning? What is wrong with what we are giving? Freedom and reason make you human being. But when by you no longer have freedom, you no longer reason, then you're not supposed to, you're supposed to be a beast. But I'm not abusing you, but I'm trying to tell you that I also lived like you. But I returned here 11 years ago to have a change. You don't require the masses to have a change. You just require 1 or 2 persons who say, listen, I like this vision of Foodism War. I like the vision of providing enough for the people. Our people are dying of cancer, of diabetes, of HIV, of sicknesses that were caused by food they ate that are all GMO and artificially produced food. That's why we are dying. And our strong, energetic, and disease-resistant body is getting weaker. And our next generation will come up as very weak generation because what they're eating is what is going to eat them. So I'm asking you that this thing is not just all about farming. It's all about the holistic, the whole of.
Prof, I would like us to take another clip, please, to see what can be done in practical terms in Biafra land.
So they say that we cannot, that they are not going to send onion for us again in this, in the southeast and the south. But today we have onion here. We can do without them. Yes, yes. Look at it, though. Look at onion. Look at it very, very well. Very fine. We are very fruitful harvest, but we don't even use fertilizer. But we have enough harvest like this. Hmm? We can do without them. Look at them. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing them?
Very big, very big. See the
very
head.
big, very big,
Mighty,
very big.
mighty.
Onion. Start them.
Yes.
Let them go with their onion. Go with their onion.
Yeah, Prof. Prof.
Nobody has monopoly of knowledge, and nobody is a monopolist.
Yeah. So we can actually produce what we eat with, especially with the invention we've created over the years.
Yes, the system of cement, of empty bag farming can produce virtually everything we need in your own homes. You need to have a big farm. If you have less than half plot of land, that's enough for you to produce for the entire family to eat. That is exactly what we have now. We compressed, nanonized the farming system. What I mean nanonized, you know what is it? That we should reduce it to a minimum that one plot of land can feed the whole family. That is exactly what we have come to. I want you to think about this. In the 50s, in the 40s, in the 30s, the whole South, every family has a yam barn, has cocoyam barn, where they pack the cocoyam on the ground under the sun. Every family has plantain. Every family has banana. Prove me wrong if what I'm saying is not true. We had all these things. We were not buying food in the market. Every family has pepper. Every family has okra. Every family has those things. Everyone. Now we are now introducing to you that every family can have English apple. Every family can have strawberry. Every family can have English grape. Every family can now have virtually all things. Now there's something that we also question you're going to ask us. We have acquired 3 mining sites at Ebony. Ebony salt, which is stone salt, rock salt, is the real one that gives you health. The salt we're using in our market today causes high blood pressure. I'm telling you, we are in this field of health management and also in the field of animal and plant production. We are in them. I tell you that what we have in the East is holistic. We have salt, we have, now I ask you, I'm not talking about petrol, no, I'm talking about palm tree oil, I'm talking of coconut oil, we're talking of pear oil, we're talking of carrot oil, we're talking of grapefruit oil. You don't know what we have gone into. When I'm mentioning these oils, we're talking of plantain oil. We're talking of these oils. We're getting our machines, not importing from China. We don't have importation fever. We are not sick people in the mind. We are doing it as we did it 1967 to 1970. We did not import. We did not import. We had our own refinery. We had our own farm. We have our own machines. We produce everything by ourselves. And the whole world fought us, warned us to bomb our farms, bomb our markets. That's why we are not able to go farm. And they know that if you stop people from going to the farm, and that's what caused Kwashiorkor. So now our people can return back to basics, can return back to culture, return back to their tradition, have a rejuvenation, have a growth, have a return to what you are, to regional, to the origin, to what you are. This is not religion. This is not praying. This is not fasting. This is not speaking in tongues. We're talking of practical returning to keep yourself, have your own confidence of who you are. Our first 4 bitter wars to make us live in the peaceful land we're having today. What are we going to leave behind for the upcoming generation? We're going to leave behind noodles. We're going to leave behind artificial foods. We're going to leave behind that the things that are produced by GMO. We're going to leave behind sensors that kill their nervous system, that will destroy the rays of light that will kill them. That's what we're going to leave behind. We're going to leave behind fantasy houses. We're going to leave behind fantasy cars imported from this, imported from that. My brother, the group here inside, we are going to export. We are going into science. We are going into this is a war. And this war must be won. Economic war is the greatest war on earth. We must win that war. And the enemy we have is ourselves. That's the only enemy you have. Yourself, your test board, your taste and desire for imported, everything imported. We get our machines done, fabricated. We don't import any machine. Machine for frying ogari, machine of brewing ogari, machine of production of oil. We produce them here. Everything is done. If you want to bring them online, they are in the kindergarten stages. But I can bring them online. But normally my own self, I believe the results should speak. Results should speak. I don't believe in saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to. When I finish, because in the process of doing, I may fail, I may pass. In the process of failing and passing, I don't want to show you that so that you won't be discouraged, but I want to show you results. You don't know how we arrive at the result. We arrive at the result because collectively we have a mission. Collectively we have a vision towards that. This is a war. The war is on hunger. The war is on health. The health industry, disappointed black man. I'm sorry to use the word black man. I know nobody's black. I know nobody's white. Not that I don't know that. But I am telling you that abortions are being, you are not a poor nation. You are not a developing nation. You are not poor. These things are intimidatory. You don't have any poor mind. Go and look into history and find out that most discoveries of what you are using, your air condition, your automatic gear selector, you are going to the moon, they were done by Africans. They were done by your people. But you have been deceived into saying you are nothing. But even if they say you are nothing, tell them that a nothing is something existing in nothingness. Therefore, it is something. And when a nothing has a name called nothing, it becomes something. And because it's zero, which is 360 degrees, where they are struggling with 100 ends. So tell them, talk to them as the way they see it, that we are here trying to recreate again. Don't tell me Africa is poor. Africa is continent. It has a quarter of the wealth in the world. This is where you have the gold. This is where you have the diamond. This is where you have everything they're stealing. Everything they're taking from us. They're still even our minds, our nature. They're stealing our own blueprint. They're stealing our markers, M-A-R-C-A-E-R, marker, 168 marker, M-168 marker. The man who's talking to you is well exposed, so I know what I'm talking about. What we are looking for is, where are the people? Where are the gladiators? Where are the people who say we are going to? It's not 419. It is not networking. It is you investing and reaping from investments. And in the process of the reaping from you will be serving the youth from globe, running around the globe, thoroughly looking for greener pasture. And in the process, they lose their kidneys, they lose their lives, and they are turned to sex slaves. Our women are turned to sex slaves. Our men are turned to slaves in every home. And there, your life, you're not sure of your life because anything can happen to you. There, you're not a citizen. But if you have invested here, you will ask yourself, why were you scattered all over the world? You're scattered all over the world to bring the wealth of the world back to your home and develop your own home so that you have a place to return. Are you going to live abroad forever? I'm not abusing those in desperate because I was one of them. But I'm telling you, while we're not looking for your money, we're asking you to come and take the land free of charge. That's another thing. And I told you next week I'm going to Good Cape, where I'm giving a whole village to somebody. What I mean a village, more than 7,000 hectares of land to somebody for 99 years free. So I don't want anybody to tell me or to say there are no lands here. It is one of the lies they have told you. And if lie is told for 100 years or more than 100 years or whatever number of years, it becomes a true lie. And when it becomes a true lie, somebody who's a rebel, I want you to know that there are enough land masses here, enough land to feed the whole world. I repeat, right here in the southeast, there is to feed the whole world. If we can farm and take over our bushes, we should stop complaining that the Fulani did this one did that. Where did they find shelter? Where did those Fulanis find shelter? Where did they find shelter? They found shelter in abandoned forests for 40 years, for 30 years, we have abandoned it. So we should stop complaining. We should be active in positive confession and in positive and seeing results in whatever positive things we're doing and get it done. Because if we're taking over the bushes and farming there, nobody can come and live in those places and attack you. Those are the things I'm saying. Remember, this is Foodism War Gladiator. Remember, this is Foodism War. Remember, it's a war declared. It's a war declared on health. It's a war declared on our future poverty. To be impoverished again. We can use our land to get whatever we need. Anything you need in this world is inside the land. Your body is inside the land. Everything is within the land. But because of damaged psyche, because of psychological attack on your own psyche, you believe you are nothing. But as I define today, nothing is something existing in nothingness. Therefore, it has a name called nothing. Therefore, it is something. So that is exactly what I want to tell you. I want to beg you, those who are listening, and those who listen from the copy, we're going to say Facebook, please invest here.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you for that brief explanation. Normally, this program holds every Friday, but due to situation we find ourselves, we didn't do it, so we decided today, Sunday. So please bear with us. And we hope that by next Friday, we'll be coming back to continue from where we stopped. Prof, I've seen a lot of people reach me out. They want to reach out to you. And I've also tried to give one or two contacts to those have been pressuring to. So if you get people reach you, most of the time, they're reaching you through me sharing your contact. Prof, I want us to round up this program. You've said it all. And I believe that by now, people are supposed to understand that we have grown past the stage where we complain about food, lack of food, and I'll be creating some information in my own community here to see how we can give food supply to our people. Food in Africa, how do they get food across the road here in Europe? We also have to find a way to go into agriculture and supply who need some vegetables and stuff. I think that Prof is having network issues, and I hope that he comes back to bid us farewell for today. And I want to use this opportunity to tomorrow night of August is Monday sit-in, and I want to encourage our people to observe that sit-in as much as possible to make sure that they participate in that activity. Professor Ark. Yes, so I would like us to, so that we can round it up. We spent over 30 minutes. We just want this program to be as brief as possible so that when we come back by next week, we're already in a new week, Friday, we'll be able to get more clips of things you've done within the week as well, to show our people about the progress being made so far.
Yes, what we are saying is you send money from abroad and they keep eating the money. The law, do not give people fish, teach them how to catch fish. The money you are sending every month or every year is enough to set up a farm that will start producing for them and they'll be self-reliant. That is exactly what I'm asking you. I did that also like you. I spent money and sent money. At the end of sending the money never become an investment. The money became a tool to my flesh. So it is better for you to send $500, $200, and they will use it to start up a farm. I'm telling you, $100 is enough to start up a farm, a very big farm for the family. But you're spending thousands of dollars giving them money, they are going to waste that money. Encourage them to meet us, go to their home, we help them to set up small farms, and the team will start yielding bigger, bigger, and bigger. And the investment will become something that will bring about profits in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope that we'll be back by Friday, and we'll be happy to get some of your activities recorded so we can show people things you are doing on the ground, to give them that conviction. It's not just about Facebook, coming here to talk every day, but that there are realities on the ground we'll continue to show them and encourage them to embrace whatever their hands lay on. You know, you can actually use any crop of your choice. Make a choice of which area to invest and grow it within your environment. If you are really determined, we've seen how Professor have explained how we can actually grow onions, and these are kind of vegetables you can actually grow within your environment. You water them, you decide how they grow, you run the whole and come out with excellent result. And I think in this 21st century, we no longer allow certain things to you know, to elude us, especially when we have the knowledge at our hand. So I want to say thank you very much. I want to say happy Sunday to us. And until we meet you guys again, I will remain your humble and also Professor CHINEDU AGBODIKE, the man who has proved that everything is possible. Prof, I want to say have a wonderful Sunday. I see you all.
All right, see you on Friday. Thank you.